Yellow, I'm back, and today we'll be covering the upcoming premium tier 8 German cruiser, the Schill. The Schill will be available in containers during its own consecutive bundles event, similar to how the Colossus was released a few months ago, which was Each container has a 1 in 50 chance of dropping the Schill, with the first few bundles being sold at a discount. Now, buying all the bundles will cost 24,000 in balloons, which I do not recommend. But if you haven't received the Schill after buying all of that, then you can buy her for 1 credit. So, nice, I guess. Now, as usual, I'll be going over my recommended captain skills, general characteristics of the ship, and then my opinion on how good the ship actually is, or if it's just dog shit. Now, here's the captain build for the Schill. You can pause at any time and take a look at it if you'd like. But anyway, moving on. The build is a typical cruiser build that you can take on your other German cruisers. You can switch heavy AP for survivability expert, but the ship, the AP is only really the only good thing, while the HE is pretty bad, so I prefer just building into the heavy AP. Now, historically, the Schill is Wargaming's name for the German P class of ships, based on the Deutschland class, represented by the Graf Spee. The Schill is essentially an improved design of this. This can be seen in her stats and her playstyle in game. Her 6x6 283mm guns are an improved version of the Graf Spee's guns, with much faster AP shells and standard cruiser accuracy. The AP is one of the best for her tier and can even citadel BBs at close range. Even at long range, I'd be seeing in this match. The dispersion will be shown. Even with her reload booster and good accuracy, only having 6 gun is still painful, and her gun angles are, they're okay, I guess. At close range, you can rush enemies with your 8km torpedoes. They can one-shot pretty much anything that's not a full health BB. But be careful though, but not getting deleted in the process yourself. The Schill is surprisingly not that tanky for a large cruiser. She has a standard heal and respectable HP pool, but it pales in comparison to the Congress and the Cherbourg. And the Schill gets 1 less heal than other cruisers, unfortunately. The armor will be shown. Still, her citadel is well protected, and the 27mm bow/stern protects you from smaller caliber BB shells. Unfortunately, her 25mm deck won't protect you all that much, so try to get closer to avoid this issue. This is definitely harder than it seems. The Schill can drop her detection to 11.7 kilometers and reach a respectable 32.5 knots base speed. But the larger high tier maps can make it quite difficult to approach the enemies. But if you can get closer, her surprisingly good turning radius and 6km hydro makes a huge difference. Now, the lack of anti-air does hurt her, only having a 5.2km anti-air range, especially in tier 8 where CVs or double CVs are coming, like in this match where I had a double CV and a double submarine match. But at least you do get aerial ASW, which is quite nice. It helps you with, shotguns and subs not be able to shotgun you. And with the 6km hydro, it does help out with those submarines as well. As I was saying before, though, the Schill is essentially improved Graf Spee at tier 8. So if you enjoy playing the Graf Spee, you'll definitely enjoy playing the Schill. Though she only having 6 guns, she can blast apart broadside cruisers while taking hits in the process. The AP can even overmatch tier 6 through 7 cruisers through the bow, as well as some higher to low tier cruisers like Minotaur, Des Moines. Like the Minotaur through the bow and the aft, or in the Austin as well. The Des Moines, you can easily citadel a Des Moines if it's showing broadside easily. Like, I was able to citadel this Hawk from 15-16 kilometers away. Like, it was pretty nice. I was pretty happy with that. However, having such great AP comes with a drawback of having terrible HE damage output. So the HE isn't that impressive. It's more just meant for starting fires and not really meant to do anything else. Pretty much the main issue of the Schill is she struggles against anything not broadside. Though, and that's okay when down tiered, but Schill may as well be AFK when up tiered or fighting against smart enemies that know how to angle or just kind of way not take that much damage at all. Now, because of matchmaking, she is harder to rate than other tier 8 cruisers. I don't like her too much, as the 6-shell RNG is painful, but she still seems fun though. And when the guns do, she still is fun though if the guns do behave. I don't recommend shilling out the money for her. Get it, the shilling part. But if you get lucky with the early bundles, by all means, get her. Now, throughout this match, I was already doing a joke earlier about like it being double CV and a double submarine match, so there really wasn't that too much to do in this match. So I had to play like overly passive due to the double CV and double submarine match. So mostly in this match I had to play further back, but for the overall playstyle for this ship, you want to play more mid to longer range depending upon the tier. You don't really want to just rush in like super close. If you're in a tier 8 and below match, then sure, it can do quite well. But if you're in a tier 8 through 10 match, you definitely do not want to just push in, because you would get absolutely decimated, just like any other tier 8 cruisers in a tier 9 or 10 match. I will say though, I did play a little bit further back than I should have. I should have been like a little bit closer in this match, but I was definitely concerned with the fact that there was two tier 8 battleships right there below the cap area, along with the tier 8 cruiser, which could easily farm me out. So I was being a little bit more passive, just so that if they did push in, I'd be able to kite away. But this shit, and at the same time though, when you're dealing with a double CV match as well, you normally just have to play more passive anyway, because the moment you play even a slightly bit aggressive, the slightly moment you do it in the CV see that, they'll instantly just come over and start just hammering you and shoving their giant, you know, things down your throat. So yeah, that's just normally how I play the matches. You just gotta play more passive, wait until the enemy makes a mistake, and then you push in when you destroy most of the enemies. Because even though the ship does have a great consumable 11.7 kilometers, if there's a CV hovering around, you can't just push in. You just be more passive. Now, for the build that I was saying earlier, I did take rudder shift, but it's more of a personal preference. The main reason why I took rudder shift over propulsion is due to the fact that with the rudder shift, it makes it easier to get use of all the guns, since you only have a turn in the front and turn in the rear. So you're gonna have to turn the ship a lot to get all the guns always going, and having rudder shift makes it easier for that. But as I was saying before though, if you enjoy playing the Graf Spee, you'll definitely enjoy playing the Schill. The playstyles are pretty much identical. Even with the same use of the AP and HE, the Schill is literally a tier 8 Graf Spee, which is really nice because I enjoy playing the Graf Spee. And with this ship being the way it is, it could be a possible ship you'd be seeing in potential tier 8 ranked and tier 8 potential clan battles. Because the Graf Spee was such a popular ship at tier 6, it may be popular for a tier 8, but we would have to see whenever that comes around. It does have the nice 6-kilometer hydro. It even has the reload booster on it is actually really good. You get 3 shots in that one reload booster. I didn't really get to showcase it super well in this match, but you do get 3 shots for that reload booster. So getting 3 shots in that amount of time is really good, especially with the fact that you can Citadel battleships with this damn thing. You do get a nice heal. You do get the spotter plane, which you can switch for a fighter, but only the same person would do that. I was pretty upset whenever I was wanting to shoot this Roma here and my battleship dude just blew him up. I really wanted to shoot him and use the reload booster on him, but unfortunately it was just not meant to be, unfortunately. But yeah, look at the turning radius though on this thing. It's super nice. I was able to dodge those torpedoes really easily with this thing. There will be a circumstance coming up though when I'm trying to shoot the enemy CV. You guys will see what I mean about the trolley dispersion. Like when the guns want to behave, it'll do fantastic. But at the same time, when the guns aren't behaving, it can be just a nightmare. And I did aim a little bit too far forward on that shot, or he would have, and also a little bit too low too. Damn, that was a terrible shot. Ugh. Yeah, that was pretty terrible on my part. Blech. When I was making these videos, I was also doing them at like 8 in the morning. I've been really, yeah, it's kind of a disaster. I've been working my butt off trying to get a bunch of videos ready and made, so before I go on vacation. So, but yeah, I'll just let you guys know I'll be going on vacation from October 2nd through the, let's see, October 2nd through the 16th. But I have like videos pre-made and such, so that while I'm gone, they'll be going out. I'm not sure how many funny comps will be going out while I'm gone, because they rely on me streaming with the edit for the funny clips and stuff for that to happen. So maybe there'll be funny comps while I'm gone, but I guess you guys will just find out. But I have 2 beginner guides gonna be going out while I'm on vacay. YouTube shorts will probably be still going around. Same with, well, maybe TikToks. I don't know. We'll see. But whenever I'm back, though, I'll be full steaming ahead. I'll also be streaming COTS when I come back as well. The first weekend, which is the 14th and the 15th of October, is the first weekend of COTS. I will not be streaming that weekend due to me being on vacation. But the rest of the weekends, I'll be casting with either SAT Score, Pudding, Iron Man, or Incandescent. Sneaky Snake, who I wanted to invite this year, he's too busy this year to be able to cast. Maybe he'll find time, but as far as right now, he's not really able to find any time. But I'll be switching between like co-casters like Iron Man, Pudding, SAT Score, and Incandescent, as you guys definitely enjoyed having them around. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. Well, this is Overlord Boat, and I will talk to y'all later.